Hello, everybody. Good evening / night, or good morning for whatever, or good afternoon, or good brunch. What's the name of the keycaps again? This is PBT Spellbook. Hello, everyone. How you guys doing? Yeah, okay, I've actually been really enjoying the Heracles. I won't even sit here and cap with you guys. I've actually really been enjoying it. So much so that I have decided to use it over a few other keyboards this week. But it's actually quite nice. Doesn't really excuse it for some of the other issues that I may have had during the build, but I've just kind of liked it. A Delco? No, I've never used one or built one. Imagine using Cabinet Meta that is serious content. Sorry, Chozo. No, I still like my Sonnet. I do. This is, okay, one of the big downsides about this board is just it's so big and it's hard to maneuver. So like, pushing it from side to side is a little bit tough. So it's a little too big. Yeah, the key mat's not the right size for it either. An FPV drone? What is that? Rusty.
Happy 25 months to you, sir, and many more ahead.
Gosh.
Here's your fact of the month. In 2006, Fujifilm released a line of skincare cosmetics. The skincare line uses core technologies developed by the research of photosensitive materials.
Well, that's kind of interesting. I didn't know that. Do they still have skincare stuff nowadays? I can't imagine that they do. Thank you so much, Rusty. I appreciate that. Rusty, I'm hoping you're liking your new camera, though, man. That's huge. This build's gonna sound great. Yeah, I'm actually quite impressed with the choices of stuff. What's up, Slurpless? Are you ready for today? Are you ready for today, Mr. Slurpless? Also, I brought him to the desk. So cute, dude. So cute. I think I'm gonna put him behind me on the shelf. Dude, Dash, thank you so much for tier 2 for 5 months. Dude, thank you, man. I appreciate that. Yeah, what's really cool about this is you could just like wind it and it just moves on its own. Where'd you get that sweater? This is from Osame. He needs a permanent fixture for sure. Yeah, he's gonna get permanently put behind me on the desk over there. I think near the plant. Table, thank you so much for the prime. I appreciate you. Thank you, dude. You finally saw Totoro for the first time a few months back? Have you watched like all genre of Ghibli? It seems like an Osame Keycap company. Yes. Oh, they're a Keycap company. They have like some merch and I thought it was really cool. So, Mr. Sapling, thank you so much for your prime. I appreciate you. Thank you. Hope you're having a good day. Mango, thank you so much for your prime too. Thank you for creating a welcoming environment. Hey, dude, let me tell you guys something. That is still my one and only goal of this entire stream. Of this entire keyboard thing is keyboards are second, you guys are first.
Time for creating a welcoming environment less than 3.
You know, we can sit here and we can talk about like what's a good deal, what the next big thing is, yada yada yada. It doesn't fucking matter. At the end of the day, I just want to spend time with you guys. Because people are important. Keyboards are alright, you know, keyboards are okay. They're a fun distraction in you know the background, but I like you guys more. What are your favorite tools to use, like keycaps, switch pullers, and switch openers? My favorite tool out of everything, I mean like keycap pullers, keycap openers, dime a dozen. I do think switch pullers. Here, let me explain why I think these are the better ones. All right. Any fancy switch opener that I've ever gotten, or a keycap puller rather, switch puller rather, not even. Let me explain to you guys why. This is by far the best one. By far. All right, this thing right over here. By far the best tool. Because the prongs here can get into the really, really weird spots for customs. And if you get, it doesn't have to be mode, but just these ones, this is my favorite one, dude, by far. And then the other ones, like the ones from like, I don't know, Rama and stuff like that, those just bend so easy. Even the new ones that they released bend really easily. And then the worst ones are the IC pullers that you get from places like everywhere else, because they don't fit into some of the tighter spots, which kind of sucks. The drop keycap puller, I haven't used that one there. The Wuche ones are good too. They just feel like they also kind of bend under a lot of pressure. You love your AliExpress one? Is it kind of like that one there, Chozo? But I think my other favorite tool is the plate fork. So plate fork, easy, one of the other best ones too. I haven't seen the TX, I didn't even know they made a TX puller. With the new lighting, the stream looks beautiful. Love the color. Coffee, thank you very much. I'm trying to go for something a bit warmer, you know, just something a little bit more welcoming to everyone who comes in for the first time. I don't know, I've always been trying to like perfect that aesthetic, and I think this is it. I think this is like, maybe not Tim in the background, you know. Joking. Tim's welcoming. Hubert, thank you so much for the tier 1, man. I appreciate you. Hope you're having a good day today, dude. Thank you guys so much for the love. You think they have a plate forks in Quebec? I mean, I ordered mine. I think they're from Vancouver. But you can get them from Feng Studio, if they even have any in stock. But I don't know if they have any in Ontario/Quebec, anywhere close to us. Fur wants a compliment. Fur, you know where I would like to be close to? You. To give you a big old hug. Maybe a kiss. I don't know. One of the two. Hopefully you're having a good day today, Fur. Give compliment for lost keyboard. Dude, guys, FedEx lost one of Fur's keyboards in the mail. What was it again, Fur? Sorry, I totally blank on which one it was. Was it a Sonnet? So annoying. But at least he got comped for it. Premium, thank you so much for your Prime here. I appreciate you, dude. You know, FedEx is usually not terrible. That's right, it was the Onyx. I have you written down for the Onyx. Confused. Thank you so much for your Prime, dude.
First custom tomorrow. I'm really excited.
Are you gonna do soldering for the first time, or is it just like a hot swap build? That's gonna be really fun though. Is you gonna do it together like one big project, or are you just doing it by yourself? That sounds like fun, man. I wish when I was starting off the hobby, I had like a few like-minded friends that wanted to get like into it with me, but eh. Oh yes, you said you'd buy the Sonnet instead. Honestly, good choice. The Onyx was good. I think the Sonnet's better. Dropping by to say hi. Got to study for this exam. Big enjoy your study time, and I hope it goes well, man. It's a hot swap build. He's super busy with work. Okay, that's pretty awesome. At least it's a little project for you, you know. Okay, we're gonna take a look at this build today, Mr. Slurplesses. Can I send you a huge scale figure, or will customs confiscate it? I don't know, man. So a friend's sending me like a coffee thing today, and it was supposed to be 1 day overnight shipping with UPS, and it got caught in customs. And I don't know, it's probably gonna stay there for like 3 days. So what's up, Soren? I don't know. It's so random what they slow down and stop, but usually not. Is this the second Tomo you built? I think this is the second one I've built, yeah. But beautiful box, as per the usual. Love it. Definitely something I'd want to keep. DJ Snazzy!
By to say keep
bro.
Up the streaming.
Hey,
You're
I
a
appreciate
gift
you,
to
man.
the Keebs community.
Thanks, man. I appreciate that. We're going to be doing the Envoy soon, by the way, guys. That's probably going to be like the last day of the month. My friend bought me a K6 for my birthday. Nearly $500 into keyboards. You know, $500 for 6 months for any hobby is, I would say, responsible. Slurpless. I'm not gonna lie though, man. I tried something different with lube on these, and they actually turned out pretty good. And okay, another thing, Slurpless. I feel like you also got a good batch. Because I still have Ultra Glides in my house from other builds, and I hate them all. So I feel like you got a really good batch of Hyperglides. Just letting you know. Mark, thank you so much for the tier 1 for 21 months. Bro. Yeah, 506 months is nowhere near bad. I think you're on the right track to keep on saving, you know? Just no need to spend any more. Unless you want to and have the money. What about 1K per year? I mean, 1,000 in a year is not bad. Dude, I know guys who have spent like 40,000 in 1 year. Like they've just gone complete degen on the hobby. What about 2K in 2.5 months? Again, I don't want to like judge you guys because I don't know your income level. I don't know like what you guys are dealing with financially, but just pace yourselves. And if you guys feel comfortable with it and have, you know, that disposable income, keep on doing you. Hey chat, ask Alex how much he spends. Actually, not much anymore, Chozo. I think I bought these IEMs in the last 2 years, and that was really about it. But when I was into audio, it was dumb. But that's also when I was going through some stuff with my life. All right, what do we have in here? Are these feet? These are the feet. We have the daughter board. We have the O-ring, which... Slurpus, do you want this O-ring mounted today? We have a cloth. And we have the Tomo. We'll open this up in a second. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of feel like I needed to be on stream today. Sorry for being a little late too, guys. My girlfriend hurt herself, so I was just getting some ice ready for her, and then I was late doing my own thing, and then we were also eating some dinner. Pico, thank you so much for the 2 months. And also, Rem, thank you so much for the Prime. I appreciate you, dude, for 6 fucking months, bro. That's crazy. Thank you guys for all the subs in the hype train. Thanks, guys. We got some foam here, and then we also have... I forgot how cute, though, all the packaging is in this. This is so cute. Look at this. Actually, she doesn't rage at Overwatch. I rage at Overwatch, because Overwatch is dumb. Sporky, thank you so much for the 69 bits. Does this open, or am I just going crazy? Or is this literally a piece of paper? I think this is just literally a piece of paper. I missed on the ultralight talks, but do you think they're worth it over KTT strawberries? Everyone's different, and I don't want to say like my preference on a certain Switch is going to be like your preference on a certain Switch. I just personally, again, I think I've had 2 batches of Ultra Glides where I've been like, okay, I like these are okay. I think if you were looking for that Ultra Glide experience, but wanted something a little bit more, I don't know, still had that cherry scratch, but a bit deeper, because I feel like that's what kind of people want. I think the Nixies are definitely a better choice. That or honestly, I would pick up just Cherry MX Black, or if you can, find Vint Blacks. In my opinion, way better. Maybe a little bit more expensive, depending on where you get them from, but way better. Is that spellbook on the board? Dude, doesn't this board look mad hot right now? Doesn't it look mad good? Will you be using the neons? If I'm building a 60% anytime soon, then yes, I definitely will try to use those. Let's actually grab this map from underneath here. Vince Monka W. Yeah, still one of my favorite Switches, just hella expensive. Person, thank you so much for your Prime here, man. I appreciate you. Thank you, thank you. Have you built a Zoom TKL before? Yes. I actually, if I ever get around to it, which I don't know, man, like, I haven't been inspired to do like one of these like best keyboards of 2023 things, but, or 2022, but it was probably one of the better keyboards. Oh, I like the silver. The better keyboards at that price point. Ooh, this is pretty. This is pretty. I do like milky yellows a lot, actually. Milky top switches are usually my vibe. This is pretty. Let's put this back in the box. Actually, let's move the box over here. Dude, I'm actually quite liking the Heracles. I'm really liking the way it types. I like the way it feels. Some minor changes I personally would have made, but like if I was designing the board myself, but I'm not that level of designer. Slurpless, we can get them fixed up. Don't even stress, dude. I did for another client, and I've kind of mastered the technique of fixing them, so they just require a bit more lube. That's all. Alright, let's put some feet on. Just got a Ginkgo 65 E White brand new for $230. That's actually not bad. Ginkgo's not a bad board either. Good pickups, guys. We're getting a Tomo / Sonic comparison after the build. Yeah, we can technically. I will be building the new mode keyboard soon-ish, like I said to you guys. I actually spoke with them today. I think we're going to be doing that towards the end of the month, maybe first week of February. So I think me and Mr. Teha Types will be doing something with that soonish. But that's exciting too, man. Would you be able to compare it to QK75? I could, but the QK75 currently has silent switches inside of it. So I could compare it, but it would be kind of a weird comparison tonight. I actually converted that board into like a silent board. Because I'm not gonna lie, man, I don't mind silent boards. Did you enjoy the Bear 65 V2? I joined the GB, but I don't know if I'm having buyer's remorse now. So, okay, here's my opinion. And this is a personal preference standpoint, all right? Let me explain. I get roped into buying Alice style keyboards because I think they're cool. Sorry if my hair is like all fucked up today, guys. It doesn't matter. I think they're cool, so I get roped into buying them. The Bear is probably one of the better Alice style keyboards I've ever used. However, it didn't see use because I don't like typing on Alice style keyboards. I just think they look cool. So, my answer to you is, it's nice. I just can't get used to the layout. Not really for me, man. How do you feel since you started the diet? A lot better, actually, man. I have been pacing myself more. Today we had like a little bit of a cheat day just because like I was busy and then my girlfriend was busy and we had to take care of some stuff. So I only had one meal today actually, but I've been doing some different things. Basically, Chozo, you want to know the main thing that I've changed, Chozo? No more snacking after 9 p.m. Like heavy snacking. Maybe I'll have like a banana or something or an apple. But I think that's what's really like I've definitely noticed over the last like 3 days. Once it hits 9 now, I'm like, all right, I gotta pace myself. Because that was my biggest thing, man. Like I would eat at like midnight while I'm working or something. And I think that was kind of fucking me over. When are the Aether keycaps coming back? I don't know, to be honest. Well, let's actually get the plate out of here. I don't know. I'm hoping soon. But I'm also just not sure what I want to do yet. Badge Knights. Oh, is Soren going to get good night? Bye, Soren. Yeah, it's pretty late already, man. Today flew by for even me.
Why are you dieting? You're an Adonis.
Star Fox, honestly, I've gained a little bit of weight. And I can kind of feel it too. Like, this happened to me once ever before, and it was when I was working at a retail store, and I was a bit younger, but I was eating like shit. But I'm talking like, I was just in a mall, like I worked in a mall. So I was eating mall food like for breakfast, lunch, and dinner sometimes. You know, just fast food basically. But I think that was probably my heaviest, and it was just all went to my gut. But then I just kind of dieted and paced myself. And I was young enough that like it worked itself off just naturally. But now I gotta be very careful because I'm 30. How old am I? I'm 30. I'm 32 this year. Holy shit. I weigh like 181 and I'm 5'10". Rice and beef stew? You know, I've never been a big stew guy. I'm 33, Alex. I know, Chozo. Once you start my workout along with the diet, man, trust me, after 1 week, you're gonna feel lighter, guaranteed. Okay. Yeah, I haven't done any of the workout stuff yet. That's next up. What do you think about tray mount keyboards? I've always had a soft spot for them, if that's safe to say. I think tray mounts have a lot of potential because you can do so many things to them. And because it's usually a cheaper case because it's one piece, usually. I don't want to say all the time because there are some trays that do cost quite a bit. But usually you can get cheaper tray mounts and they can be pretty awesome because you can do a crap ton of things to them. Have you ever tried the pen spring mod? Oh, are you talking about putting a pen, like the spring from a pen on the space bar or on the switches? Nah, that seems like too much force to me. And those type of springs usually have like a lot of spring crunch, which I'm just not into. Not into at all. Tray mount gang, have my Fiel on my desk right now. Dude, I'm telling you, you can do a lot with a tray mount. We can even look at the Salvation as like an example of how much you can actually do with one, and it's pretty crazy, dude. All right, let's move these here. Let's get you out of the way. Let's put you back here. Does this come with an extra badge? Is that what? Was this just a spare badge? Oh, it's a different style. I don't like this one here much. I don't even understand what this one here is. I like this badge more, the Monokei logo. Yeah. Is this TGR's logo? I've never seen TGR's logo before. I don't actually build a whole lot of TGR boards. I've never, you know, it's funny. I've never had like the obsession with Jane. You know, I've never had an obsession with any of the TGR boards. Maybe the Tomo's the only one that I've actually had some interest in recently because I built one, but Ace Hacker, what's going on, bro? How are you doing today? Plate has the TGR logo on it too. Does it? So nice.
Hey, yo.
Oh, right there. This thing. Interesting. Learn something new every single day because you guys, that's crazy. I don't think a lot of people get to build TGR boards, Alex. Yeah. I mean, I haven't yet. I have typed on a Jane briefly at a meetup, and I was, you know, it's a decent keyboard, but maybe it's just I lack the understanding of like why I should like it as much as some other people do, but I think it's all preference. I think it's literally all preference. All right. Slurpus, did you already test the PCB or should I test it for you? I forgot, is the Jaguar TGR and Singa? I believe so. All unopened? Okay, I'll test it right now. Mr. Yonkar. I forgot he did this PCB. Very nice. Mr. Yonkar. Also the Dolus, yeah. Uh-oh. Bruno's cleaning his keyboard 1000%, dude. I know what Bruno's doing right now. He literally cleaned his keyboard and then forgot he was in this chat. I've done that too. That or a cat stepped on it. Isn't the Jaguar thing in Monokei? I think it's, oh yes, you're right. Fuck, I'm getting my things mixed up. Is it not TGR as well? And then just vendored by Monokei? I can't remember now. I have to go look it up. I have the short-term memory, guys. I have the shortest of all term memories. I think it's the unicorn, maybe. I think so. All right. Let's test this before we do anything today. Let's actually move this down over here with the others. And move the extra screws here. Dude, it's bad though, man. I don't know. I think today's been a really rough day for me too, because I have been, I haven't been sleeping as well. And I've also been just extremely like lethargic today, just because like I've been nonstop like at my desk today. I only stopped to eat one meal and to drink some water, but it has been crazy, man. I've been so busy. I'm hoping that it slows down tomorrow so I can like have a breather. Let's grab these tweezers here. You're looking cute AF. Hi, Jonesy's.
You're looking cute AF.
Bro, thank you very much. I appreciate that. Thank you, dude. That means a lot. Super excited to set up my new 3D printer tomorrow. It's huge so I can get started on doing full helmet cosplay prints. That is actually really cool. I have always wanted to do something like cosplay, but I also don't have the confidence. I also don't ever think I ever want to shave my beard to do cosplay. So I'm at a weird crossroads. What's the first thing you're going to try printing? Like what helmet? It's 6 a.m. and I'm hungry. Man, I have nothing at home. Try to curb your hunger with some water or something. I mean, if it's 6 a.m., have you slept yet? My GF wants me to cosplay with her, but like I'm good. What does she want you to cosplay as? Can I share a link? I saw this coolest keyboard ever. Yeah, go Sakiri. I'll take a look at it in just a second if you don't mind. Dude, I haven't been watching any animes lately. I have been Joya. Thank you so much for the tier 1.
More months to come.
Thank you. I have been watching. So when I eat meals, I watch a little bit of Boy Meets World. I've been rewatching that, and then I have been catching up on The Walking Dead, which, dude, I'm not gonna lie, I have been thoroughly enjoying. And I kind of went back to this being like, maybe I'll watch an episode or two and just see how it's like turning out. Season 9 is actually really fucking good, dude. Season 9 is pretty sick. Chozo, I will admit, I actually prefer Season 9 over all of the other seasons. Something about Season 9 is just really good, dude. I'm kind of excited for the Last of Us show. I think you guys told me about that. Is there no contact pad on this particular... Uh-oh. Is the contact pad... there is, but it's really small. Okay, one sec. Alright. We should be able to get that to work. The contact pad that's usually here, that's usually stamped into this extra little hole here, is kind of scraped off, but I should still be able to get that to work. And if not, I have my ways to make that work. We can always just run a little wire slurpless and make it so that particular key works. But it looks like some of the contact pad is not there. Alex could easily pull off a Negan cosplay. He's like one of the coolest characters. I'm excited to see where his character goes. Spider Speed. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate the prime here. Keyboard Wizard. Thank you, dude. This sounds like this one time I heard from my favorite podcast that one of the hosts prefers the last season of Game of Thrones over the early seasons. It's weird because every person I've ever talked to has told me the later seasons of Game of Thrones are absolute dog shit. So it's interesting hearing someone else like in the world has the opposite opinion. Where did the Sonic go? It's right behind me. I've been really enjoying the aesthetics of this on my desk today. So I've just been really enjoying this. Just need my own Lucille. I feel like I could cosplay as Negan pretty convincingly. You'd have to, wouldn't you have to take your hair down a few notches there, Chozo? Negan has short hair as long as if I remember correctly. I've been watching the show, but I don't know why. Schwinn, what's going on, dude? Is it weird my spacebar pops out of the stabs when I press it on one side? There is an explanation for that, but you're probably not going to like the explanation. Your spacebar might be warped, unfortunately. Usually that happens when it like seesaws. It's usually caused by spacebar warp, but I don't know why that would happen over time. That's kind of weird. All right. Do you like it, Derek? I've been really enjoying the room now. It feels bigger, and also, I don't know, I've just been really liking the vibe. I have pizza about to be delivered, but my back is so fucked up. Your back's fucked up? What'd you do? I don't know if I can make it down the stairs. Do you have someone else in the house with you, Liam? Can you ask them to do it? I don't feel like ruining my fingers today by trying to open these things, so. Speaking of stabs, before buying stabs, do I have to get the right size? Usually You do, but some snap sets come with both a 6.25 and a 7U wire. But yes, make sure that you get either both size wires or a set with the wire size that you want for your spacebar. See my previous question? I'll just wear a shower cap. Oh, you missed the other question, but I'll repeat it here. Speaking of anime, I haven't watched any anime yet, Chozo. I told you, I promise, if I decide to start watching anime soon, it's going to be Yu Yu Hakusho first. I told you that. I just haven't watched anything yet. Dude, I don't know why. I've been so... Oh, when would I start it? I don't know. I haven't really had the interest to watch any anime lately, man. Not even Chainsaw Man is like... I don't know, man. I just haven't had the interest. Mob Psycho, I haven't watched that yet. Anime stream? I don't know. I've been really struggling to find interest to like watch it again recently. When I have spare time now, if I'm not like, when I do watch a show, it's usually Walking Dead. But I'll tell you guys why. It's because I'm never like, dude, I'm never just sitting in front of a TV watching something now. So to watch anime, because I'm usually lubing switches and stuff, I unfortunately don't want to watch anything in dub, and I can't really watch stuff with subtitles as I'm doing intricate things that needs my attention. So usually I'm watching things that need not much attention or just stuff in English, obviously, that I understand. But yeah, I just haven't had the time. Wait, does Walking Dead still exist? Dude, it's like 12 seasons deep now or something. It's crazy. I don't know where 12 seasons leads you to, but pretty wild. When in doubt, great teacher. Oni is... I don't know which one that is. Asian dude. It's been a while. I haven't watched anything lately. I've just been watching TV shows. So anime with subs in bed, then... Dude, I need to stop doing any sort of like consuming of content in bed. That's enough. It needs to stop. It really does. Fear the Walking Dead? Which one was that one there again? I feel like I have. And it has to be dub. Which one? I don't have patience to lube anymore. A lot of people feel the same way, actually. Alex, let me give you the solutions to all your problems. Learn Japanese. Easy, man. Alex can consume me in bed? Huh? Is today a sus stream or something? Huh? Are you ready for Jujutsu Kaisen? I watched one season of that, but I haven't watched the new ones, if there is new ones. When you watch it, make sure it's the dub version. Really? You want me to watch the dub version, Chozo? Interesting. Maybe I will watch it then if it's recommended in dub. The only dub anime that I think I truly enjoyed was Violet Evergarden, and I actually preferred it in dub. And I've watched it like 17 times. Yo, Gio, what's going on, bro? It's the prequel to season 1. Have I seen it? I feel like I might have seen it. Maybe I'll watch it. Legit legendary? Okay. All right, Chozo, that's good to hear. Let's grab some 205G0. It's this one here, and I need some more. That's GS1. I did the unthinkable today, by the way. I thought I ordered some parts for myself as like backups, like just stuff I use for clients. And I thought I placed the order like a week ago. And yes, sus stream. Hi, Tim. And I was like, dude, I wonder when this package is getting to me. And I never checked out. I just put it in my cart and never checked out.
You're
I
my
do this
keyboard
so often,
content
man.
creator. Hope you've been well. Alexotos
Dude,
love,
I've been good, man.
love.
I feel like I've had a lot of clarity the last like few weeks of like what direction I want to go with my life and stuff like that. So I think I've been really well. How about you? How have you guys been? I've just been trying to make like good choices for me and like, I don't know, also trying to work on myself as a human being. There's too many confirms on checkout. I agree, actually. Sometimes it's too many. Someone asked where you could stream Yu Hakuza, and I got an idea. Yu Hakuza Discord watch party. The thing, though, is... Okay, here's the honest thing, though, Chozo. Because we're a partnered Discord server, we have to be careful with what we stream. If it's licensed and we're not allowed to live stream it like that, then we can't do it. Gotta get ripped to the gills? Bro, I actually don't think I want to do that, though. I feel like that's a lot of extra work. And I kind of want to get in shape, but I don't want to get ripped to the gills, dude. Then re-partner, easy? Sounds like the advice Tim would give me. Guys, I beat Tim in 2 games of chess yesterday. Tim whooped my ass the first time, but then I came back. Then Tim was fumbling hard. I am the chess master between me and Tim now. And I think I'm retiring too. So now Tim can never claim back the title. Alex plus Geo workout streams? If I get to sweat with Geo, count me in, dude. I'll sweat with Geo. Count me in, dude. Hey, yo. Alex and Geo push-up competition? Bro, I'd push up I'd do 3 push-ups and then that would be it. That'd be the dream. If you want to get into shape, I recommend Athlean X for doing it on your own. No need to get ripped beyond belief. Just go at your own height. Okay, can I actually say something, though? This is actually reminding me of something I want to talk about to you guys. He skipped over my comment. Alex, your chat wants me to be sus, so here we go. I'd pluck my... Bro... There's like being sus and there's being Tim. You know what I mean? There's like, that's the next level, dude. Tim takes it to the next level. Like, he just, I don't even know where he thinks about these things. Like, I don't get it. Did you take a class? I don't understand, man. Oh my God. I just don't get it. Should I grab KTT roses? I think they're really good. I actually need to pick up a few for myself. I only have I thought I had 70 or 80 left. I only have 40. Alex, I'm developing film while watching your stream. Ooh. Do you have your own darkroom? That's pretty awesome. Love your tabletop. What table are you using? Believe it or not, it's a cheap IKEA countertop. It's called the Eckenbakken or something. Eckenbakken or something like that. I'm pretty positive. IKEA has cheap stuff. It was only, I think in the US, it's like $79, Chozo. It's not that expensive. Oh, I think we still have the wooden Carlby. I think it's about the same price as the Carlby, actually. It's the Eckenbakken or something like that. Poor Tim. He's probably sitting there like, he never reads my sus comments. Spellbook looks so good. I actually really like it on this keyboard. I think it looks majorly fantastical. Okay, let me actually bring something up. There's a reason why I'm bringing this up. I know there's a lot of guys who watch me, obviously. I think it's the majority guys here. And if there's any girls, you're free to listen to, but mainly towards the men. Okay, real talk, guys. Beauty standards for guys is fucked up. Just as fucked up, all right? It's just not talked about as much. I will say this. There's this huge drive for men to get super ripped and super jacked and have a certain physique. And the amount of guys that I know who went to the gym and then ended up taking steroids and shit just to get to a certain physique. Guys, let me tell you. Obviously do whatever you guys want, but do it healthy, man. There's no need to cheat to get somewhere, to get a certain... Just love yourself, guys, all right? Let me tell you, it just doesn't get talked about enough. I've been in that mindset of oh, I need to look like this person because that's what's idolizing. Just be healthy. Healthy is the key word here. All right? Not saying don't do it. Don't go to the gym or don't eat healthy or just love yourself. and be healthy. Key word. All right? So, anyways, that's all I wanted to say. Because I know that shit can get lost in conversation, and I want to be clear. I'm not going to lie, 50% of patients picking up prescriptions at my pharmacies are steroids. Yes, sir. I used to work at a fitness place. I didn't do fitness, but I worked at a fitness place, and I will tell you, most of the guys there take stuff. As a trans woman, beauty standards are both sides. Yes, it is. It is. I'm not saying it's bad for one side or the other, but I'm just saying, like, for guys, man, holy, it is not talked about. Don't take stuff that will shrink your nuts. That too. How different does it sound? I don't know why that was so funny, skunkish. How different does it sound for FR4 versus PC? So FR4 will be a bit more high pitch. It is more of a firmer plastic. It's a fiberglass, right? So it's a bit more of a firmer sound. You'll get a more high pitched sound. So think of it, if you're looking at it on like a spectrum of what's going to be a bit deeper, the deeper sound will always usually be the PC. And I think for me, I like PC more for top mount. I think polycarbonate top mount keyboards are fantastic, but I won't use PC much for anything else. If I do, I usually don't like it as much. The idea that we all look at people whose whole job it is being hot and spend about 90% of their time working towards being hot, I think that is the standard, says a lot about our society. Yeah, there's a lot of stupid things that we do as society that I don't agree with. But the way we can change it is we have to start realizing that we're all different. We all have different opinions. We all do things a little differently. I think having a good set of morals helps you a lot too, and having people around you that love you. More importantly, loving yourself. Balance is the key to a lot of things. You need to balance all that stuff. You need to balance, because if you don't balance love for yourself, if you love yourself too much, you become a little bit conceited, right? If you don't love yourself enough, that's not a good thing either. That can lead to a bunch of other problems. You have to love your friends, but at the same time, you can't put them on a pedestal and worship them. So it's all balance. What color do you guys associate with balance? I don't know the actual color that does. Dude, you know what's so crazy? I literally read a whole article on what colors affect what mood. I know yellow is like happiness. I know that's why they also paint a lot of kids' rooms yellow. Because isn't yellow like just a happy color? I think, right? Am I wrong on that? But I don't know what balance is. I would personally pick like a light green as a balance. Is yellow the color of fun? Bro, Tim's always... Tim, I'll make you happy later, all right? Wait, yellow and red induce hunger? Wait, what? I can maybe see yellow, but like, why does red induce hunger? When I think of red, I associate that with like McDonald's. So do you think we've been conditioned? Or is this just like something that predates McDonald's? Yeah, I would assume like red usually means like aggression or something like that. But I don't know all the psychology behind this stuff. I only know yellow because I remember that from the thing I read. And I think blue is also associated with like calmness, certain shades of blue, if I remember correctly as well. Colors are social constructs, man. Oh God. We're getting into some deep talks. I'm pretty much, it's green, especially related to mental health. It's green, right? I thought green was. Oh, my pizza's here. Pizza time. Low-key kind of jealous. Doesn't anger make you hungry afterwards when the adrenaline settles? You know, I've never thought about that. Have I ever been angry and then become hungry? Usually, you know what's weird though? Usually I lose my hunger. I know when I am angry, I lose all sense of being hungry. But then when I calm down, I go back to normal, and I happen to be hungry. So maybe that's coincides, I guess. Hence Red Cross, the low battery. It's red, so you have to replenish. Yo, this is kind of opening my eyes today with colors. Pete and Alex's stream. Name a better duo. You guys are too kind, man. You guys are actually too kind. I stress eat, not even because I'm hungry. I just eat for some weird reason. Yeah, I also have that too. I'll stress clean as well. That is also a bad habit. Well, not a bad habit. I actually think it's a good habit. But it's not a good way of also, I don't think, dealing with some stress. But I stress clean. Sometimes when stuff's out of my control, I just start cleaning things. What's up, Dutch? How you doing, bro? I can't type with greasy hands, though. Slightly unfortunate combo. Just enjoy your pizza, Liam. That's all, man. Okay. I'm just going to lube all the stats. Even though we don't need to lube all of them, I'm just going to lube all of them. A rage gamer? Ah, man. Me too. With certain games, I'd rather just stay off the game, to be honest. I would rather just stay off certain games. Is this 6.25? Slurpless, just to confirm, you want 6.25, right? Just to confirm. Alex, how often do you holy mod stabs? I tried one time sapling, and I did not like the holy mod. It also takes way too much time. I legitimately think the holy mod, like, it's great for people who maybe can't find the rhythm with stabilizers, but I do not recommend starting off with the holy mod. I think you should at least give, if you haven't, give like normal modding a chance. But I just find that it's just way too time consuming. Does the plate support either or? So I don't have any other choice. Oh, do you want 7? Because I can just go get a 7U wire, man. I have so many wires. Just let me know what size you want. Alex, I have to ask you, is the Tim person that showed you on stream to throw something on the floor and then pick it up? Wait, what happened? Is Tim the person that showed you on the stream to throw something on the floor and then pick it up and tell you I flexed? Oh! Yeah, it was Tim, I think. You're talking about when he was like, when I called me and then he tried to do something and I didn't want to do it? That was Tim. He pressures me a lot. Yeah, he peer pressures me a lot, dude. The bend and snap thing? Yeah. He does peer pressure me a lot. Sounds good, Slurpless. We'll go with 7U. I'll just go get a wire here in a second. Tim's not he influences me a lot like that. The only time the holy mod has actually been beneficial for me is using Stab Soulmate Kit. Stab Soulmate Kit? What is that? I've never even heard of that one there. But again, I think to go back to that, I don't know if any of you guys have done holy mods recently. I just think there are better ways to mod your stabilizers. There is downsides to holy mods, by the way. There is downsides to holy mod. One of the big downsides to holy modding your stabs is the time it takes. Plus, what I've noticed too, I've fixed people's keyboards with holy modded stabs. I noticed that the little piece inside, that little band-aid sometimes shifts around, and there is like a cooldown period of when it becomes like a bit mushy as well. How's the Amazon Basics monitor arm? Bro, it's actually insane. It's so good. So nice. Adoric, man.
5 months with the Alex of the Otos. Alexotos love.
Dude, I love you, bro. I hope you're having a good one. Thank you so much, Adoric. Thank you. Yeah, it's really good. I actually think this is one of the better monitor arms. It's not the prettiest, like the base is kind of big. And I have seen some of the other nicer monitor arms, more expensive ones, with smaller bases. But honestly, this is totally fine. Yeah, I've heard it's like not a copy, but they've partnered with Ergotron. And they have like a thing where they just get them from Ergotron. So it's essentially manufactured in the same place from what I think I make from it. Holy Mod needs to stay in 2021. Yeah. It's the kit you get the new C3 stabs? Oh. I did not know it was called that. thoughts on the Tofu 65 Special Edition? I think it looks cool, man. Like, honestly, I'm kind of excited. I'm glad they're not letting the tofu die. The tofu's awesome. Alex, other than keyboards, what do you do for fun? I've been kind of getting into coffee. I love photography. And I've been really into even shooting video lately. But I mean, that's even an expensive hobby on its own. Other than that, I try to unwind by watching television. I think that's always been like a little bit of a vice of mine. I love watching TV. What else do I do for fun? Mr. Marzi, what's going on? I've been really kind of into like designing my room, but it's a small room, so there's only so much I can do with it. Is BDZ Stab Loop dead? I don't know if it's dead, it's just expensive. How was your arm tattoo experience? I'm thinking of a sleep, but the pain is really making me rethink my life decisions. Honestly, Spider, it's not that bad. But again, everyone has different pain tolerances, so I personally think, though, it wasn't all that bad. But I think coffee's like the biggest thing right now that I'm kind of into. Coffee is kind of expensive too. What else have I been into? There's a lot of things I'd love to get into, but it's just like, you know, time constraints, money constraints, stuff like that. Too many hobbies, too expensive. Gotta save up for other things, stuff like that. But I think I have a pretty healthy palette of like hobbies. I used to develop my own film. When I was back in high school. We had a darkroom in high school. If you're into movies, on the color... Oh, Frisch, do you actually mind? Because it'll probably get lost in chat. Do you mind putting that in the Discord if you're in ours? If not, I totally understand. I'll check the VOD later. But I'm always interested in color theory stuff. Learning, actually, too, has been something I've been really enjoying. Like learning about different things. Alright, let's grab a wire. What about you? You should definitely try FPV drone building. So what's an FPV drone, if you don't mind me asking, Sapling? Is that just like a photography drone? Or it's like RC stuff? Dude, that would actually be really fun. But I think, and I'm not positive on this, there is no fly zones for a lot of Toronto. Because I think when I was working at Best Buy, if I recall, again, I'm not sure, there's a lot of places in the city that you just plain can't use drones. And within a lot of these store-bought drones, it actually just doesn't activate in some of the areas. Like, they just won't let you fly it. Which is interesting. 7U7. Yeah, because I know that my friends have purchased some. Well, people I used to know purchased some. And they end up having to leave the city to use them. You'd have to be careful about that. Drones can get into 500 feet or something within buildings. Yeah, it's something like that, Fuzz. Something like that. I have $400 gimbal if you want it, Alex. I bought it thinking I'll use photography. Honestly, Slurpless, I also have a gimbal that I've used like 4 times. And I think gimbals are cool and all. I just haven't really found a good spot to use them lately, you know? But thank you so much, Little Slurpless. You don't have to, it's all yours still, man. I have an old 3DR drone that I got for free from a family member that I've only flown once. Oh, is it because the restriction's too cancerous? Have y'all seen the home security drone that's been making around the internet? Home security camera drones? Interesting. People I know. Shark, I was actually reminiscing about this the other day. You know what's crazy, man? I say sometimes friends, and yeah, we're still acquaintances, but like, I guess as you get older, and this is a sad thing, you kind of like look back and like, I wasn't a popular kid, you know, and there's a lot of people that I used to like hang out with that I thought were friends, but then you really start to like look back on like things and you start to like question like certain things and certain like aspects of friendship. And I don't know. Sometimes you gotta really be critical about that stuff. Imagine living in a city with patrolling drones. Yeah, that'd be freaky. Plastic, what's going on, dude? My friend calls our relationship as work colleagues as a joke, but that's what I'm sticking to now. As long as you guys are both in on it, you know? Okay. 7U. This goes the other way around. You have less time to spend, so spend time with people you really care about. Exactly what Lola said. I've been also very much in the mindset that I'd rather spend the time with people who appreciate me and who I appreciate. Not saying this to be cheesy, but like I made really close friends in like the keyboard hobby, for example, and people like Tim. You know, even though Tim is on my wall over here, but like Tim and Chozo and a lot of other people, like you guys, like I would consider like my relationship with you guys and like the people I've met in this hobby way better than some of the people and some of the people I've met in the past. It's just there's a lot more like you can talk. It doesn't feel like as surface level. You know what I mean? What are the characters on the keys? That's a great question. I would need to ask Bubs. I'm not too sure. Bubs designed this. But runic characters of some sort? I'm not too sure. Like, it's spellbook, right? So I'm not too sure what it is. Chozo, do you actually know what this is? I've shedded some friendships that were... Yeah, you have to sometimes. When they're not healthy for you. It's draining, dude. I'd have to look into it. Yeah, I'm not too sure. Kupo, how you doing, dude? All right, let's put this on the PCB. Start our next level of keyboard building here. Yeah, it might be random symbols based off a spellbook maybe of some sort. I'm not too sure. All right, now my least favorite part about TX stabs. Making sure they clip in okay. Perfect. It's the standard galactic alphabet popularized in Minecraft. Wait, really? Actually? That's actually pretty cool. Setting boundaries is hard, but it's necessary for sure. Yes. I also agree with that. There are times where I'm like, man, I wish so-and-so stuck around, or like, I wish this thing didn't change with my set of friends, but I also think things happen for a reason. And if those things happen where you drift apart, like, you'll find someone new. Oh, really? It's on the enchanting table? That's kind of cool. Can clip-in stabs go into a screw? Yeah, definitely. So clip-in stabs and screw-in stabs are both interchangeable as long as they're both considered or called PCB mounted. But you can use either or. The only time you can't really use screw-in stabilizers is when you are building a keyboard that requires an O-ring. Not all the time, but most of the time you do need to use clip-in stabs just for clearance issues with the O-ring. I had a friend that I always used to give money to help him pay rent because he said he had family trouble financially. It turns out he was using it all to buy drugs. Yeah, I mean, like, I think that's even like a hard topic to even talk about sometimes too, right? Because like, what do you do in that situation, right? Because it almost feels like you're enabling them. And do you seek help for them, and do they want help, etc.? Do you have the mental capacity too? Because that's often overlooked as well when people are going through things. It's, do you personally have the mental capacity to help someone as well? Are you also going to be dragged into a shitty situation because you also are maybe going through something, right? There's TX long pull stabs. There is. I tried them the other day. They're not that different, to be honest. Oh, where'd it go? I hate putting these things in, by the way. That's true, Slurpless. Sometimes you got to make those tough decisions for yourself. Absolutely. Would you recommend... Oh, wait. Where would you recommend getting an artisan keycap? It depends on what you're into. If you're into, like, more cutesy stuff... Dude, there are so many cutesy keycaps these days. If you're into, like, more, like... I'm going to say woke art stuff. There's also tons of that these days, too. But there's a lot of interesting things where people show their creativity, but there's a lot. What's up, Zach? It's your birthday? Happy birthday, Zach. I hope you're having a great day today, dude. I hope you had a nice little birthday dinner as well. Hello, King? King, how are you doing, dude? Don't be recommending anything to 400 people and killing my chances at stuff. Sorry, Gio. Gio, what do you not want me to recommend? Just DM me, you know what I mean? You tell me and I'll never talk about it. Sleep deprived, but feeling energized? That's good. Hopefully it doesn't crash. Hope we don't crash really quickly. Tends to happen to people who are feeling energetic while being sleep deprived. Don't recommend the F18X. Hey, Alex, got into the hobby a few months ago and your videos were a huge part of it. Thanks a lot and keep it up, bro. Lucky, thank you very much for being here. I appreciate you and I'm glad you're in the hobby. I hope you're enjoying it though. Hopefully nothing too crazy has happened. Slurpless, do you want foam? Did this have foam? I don't remember. It did have foam. Did I have foam? Never mind. I don't think it had foam. I'm misremembering something. I wouldn't recommend it anyways. I think you're good without foam here. Thinking there was foam, I don't think there was. How much better do long pulls make a build compared to something like MX Blacks? I think better is the wrong word here, Jack. No, because I think there is a level of preference. Oh, never mind. It's right here. Here's the foam. Found it. Do you want foam? It's up to you. I probably wouldn't put it in myself, but if you want a foamier sound signature, all you, Slurpless. Here's the best way I can put it, right? Long pull switches, they tend to be a louder keyboard. I also think long pull switches have a tendency to be very similar in sound from one another. So up to you in the long run. So nice. I think MX Blacks have a certain character to them. Now, Pappy. Thank you, Nuts. I appreciate you. I also think that MX Blacks have a very distinct characteristic to them. For the F1, I would probably pick the MX Blacks. It's just I know how that keyboard sounds with that switch. Well, if you won't, then I won't. Up to you entirely. What kind of sound signature do you think you want? Maybe case foam if needed. Yeah, we can maybe add the case foam. I think maybe we should avoid the mid-plate foam here. Usually, mid-plate foam and PC is really foamy sounding, and I don't know if you're into that, but you're usually gonna get a really crazy foamy sounding keyboard. Tomo with MX Blacks, also a good combo. You the man? Hey, Jack, no anytime. You the man. I got you. Let's see these switches. You know, it's crazy. I have a bunch of screw trays and I never use them. Absolutely wild to me. Do you do pre-lube switches before you stream? Yeah, it takes way too long. If I stream and lube switches, in a 3-hour stream, I might get 40 switches done. So we'll never stream the keyboard. If you like clacky Tomo, no foam, yeah. I think majority of people will say don't put foam in this build. I think that will be the general consensus. And if we need to. Pseudo, what's going on? How are you? Are these broken in? They're ultra glides, so I don't remember how many actuations these actually have, but yes. So nice. They're the broken in version of the hyper glides. Is this the remix of Desert Night by, I don't know. I just have it on, what's it called? Lo-Fi Girl Hip Hop 24/7. Is this 600,000? I don't remember. This came in this bag, so I don't have any info on that for you. 1.6 million? Damn. Another Tomo, nice. Actually, I'm very excited to see what these switches will sound like in it. Maybe that's why I like this batch of Ultra Glides as well. Maybe they're more broken in. How are you though, Pseudo? How are things? This is not a hot swap. I will be soldering this in. Although, I might solder in 4 corners right now just because I don't want this to shift around. This is for a client. This is for Slurp Listen Chat. Let's solder our 4 corners. Did I do silver last time? I don't remember. It's been a while. Same old, same old. I feel you. How's the new year been treating you? Hopefully well. I'm doing okay, Pseudo. Hanging in there truthfully. It's been a stressful day today. Just kind of hanging out. I think reached a little bit of a point of me being super tired. Did I do Titan grade? Okay. Yeah, let's do our corners here because I don't want to. Yeah, actually, well, I should have like organized these cables a bit more. No stress, I know. Warden, you want to know the craziest thing that's ever happened to me? I sleep. I don't know about you guys. I typed like sleep on my arm like this. That's how I sleep, right? One time I woke up, bro. And I moved my body and dislocated my arm while I was sleeping. Just from sleeping on my arm. Because I just moved my arm wrong. I remember sitting there. It's happened 2 or 3 times. I just sat there, man, the first time and I was in pain. I'm like, what did I do wrong, man? But I dislocated my arm. Crazy, right? I had dislocated it once before. But I think I've done it like a total of 3 times. The advanced old man technique. Ah, yes. The advanced old man. I've mastered it, guys. I have. Thank you. I appreciate it. Is it Feed? Or do you want to be called Widget? Thank you, dude. Yeah. The second 2 times, it wasn't painful at all. I'll tell you right now. It was not painful. It's crazy that it happened. Happens to me, but due to me breaking / dislocating before. Oh yeah, so is it like super common? Because I've heard once you dislocate something once, it's like super common to happen again. Super, super common. Wrestling with his arm in his sleep? Huh? Same skateboarding and never on something cool. One time just during a lesson. You know, it doesn't need to be cool though. You know? Do we need it to always be a cool injury? Covered in rain. Thank you, dude. I appreciate you. Just gonna solder one leg in on each of these. And then we'll go from there. Have you ever experienced where your client isn't happy with your commission work, and how do you respond to that? One of the more common things that I get sometimes is, and this is only exclusively with hot swap keyboards, there's no guarantee that a switch doesn't like slightly come out of place, especially if they're looser or texy, or there's like a variety of variables. But when you're shipping a hot swap keyboard, sometimes if something gets, hit the wrong way, it'll come slightly loose. But and I've had a few people like not understand that they can just like push it in themselves, like just press it in a little harder. But I have had someone in the past start off with like confusion and I feel like some anger, and kind of go into I didn't realize. One time, this has happened actually, I've done this a bunch of times, but there was one time someone got really mad. Here's like the worst someone's ever been, but wait, why am I in this scene? It doesn't really matter to me, none, like it doesn't hurt my feelings at all. It's just like a learning experience for everybody. The funniest thing, and also the most, I think, upset someone would be, was I had just got commissioned, and it was overseas, to do a hot swap build. They just wanted me to mill-max. It was like I had to mill-max 2 or 3 PCBs. And we laugh about it now. We actually talk from time to time, and I build their keyboards. But they got mad at me because when they got it in, they were doing this with the switch. Here, let me switch scenes. They were just laying it in. And they thought that's what hot swap was. So they started off with like a really angry email being like, the board doesn't register any keys. And I'm thinking it was me. Like I fucked up. And then they said all the keys are falling out of place. And I'm like, did something happen to the sockets? Are the switches damaged? Like there's no way. So I asked them to take a big photo like of everything, and they had 3 PCBs laid out, 2 with a plate, and all the switches were like this. And they had keycaps in all of them, and sent me a video of them pressing things. And at first I thought it was a joke, because I'm like, there's no way, like this person's 100% fucking with me. But no, they just didn't realize you had to press them in, because it was only to solder things in. And I feel like that's probably the most hostile someone started a conversation with me. But luckily I didn't do anything wrong.
Time Keycap.
Thank you so much for the tier 1, dude. Also, Widget, did you want me to pronounce your name Widget? Or is it something else? D-Wig. I just know that I know more than you, and I want to prove you wrong. I know, right, Pseudo? Yeah. It's like, I just want to prove that my knowledge is superior. Hello, Alex. I'm looking for a change in keycaps for my current keycaps. My current keycaps are white, and I'm starting to not like them. Do you have any recommendations on darker colored keycaps? Ooh. What color board do you have? Let's start from there. Dwight? Dwight. Sounds good, Dwight. It's not right to be angry, but I can imagine the frustration. I mean, like, I get it. I'm not going to sit there and be angry back. Yeah, sure, I can sit there and on my end be like, this is a dumb situation to be in for myself, but what am I supposed to say? People want to be part of something, and I understand frustration when something doesn't work. I'm also in that as well. I get frustrated when I can't do things properly. Bro, I was literally building IKEA furniture the other day, you know? And I fucked up like 6 times building the goddamn fucking IKEA furniture because I'm small brain. I just got a small brain, dude. And unfortunately, I'm cursing and swearing and making, making everyone feel uncomfortable because I'm fucking so annoyed at myself for failing at a fucking IKEA build. But it happens. You know what I'm saying? I understand that direction of anger might be towards someone. Shouldn't be. Definitely should never be that way, but I get it. We're human. Durin, thank you so much for the tier 1. I appreciate you, man. Hopefully you're having a good one. I've been binging your YouTube videos recently, even the VODs. They're so relaxing. Thank you, man. Hey, anytime. Anytime, Dwight. I'm just glad you're enjoying them, dude. I've been happy to stream more often. I considered not renewing my sub after the Tim Keyless All-Star Challenge. Listen here. You know what? I'm glad you forgive me, but that's Tim's fault, all right? That's Tim's fault, and I can tell you, Tim didn't include a rule where you couldn't include the whole song in the GIF. All right? So that's Tim's fault. If there's anyone to blame, blame Tim. I feel like that's completely fair. Dude, when you posted that GIF, I lost my mind. You know what it was, though, Roboto? You know what it was? GIF. I don't know, guys. Whatever. I pronounce it GIF. I always have. You know what it was? Tim sat there, dude. All right? He sat there, and he told me, post the YouTube video in general chat. I even went back in the VOD after this all happened to make sure he said, put it in general chat. I don't frequent Tim's Discord that often, and I didn't know that he was running a stupid contest. So when I put the stupid video in stupid general chat, and then he got all like, ha ha ha, so funny, Alex fucked up. I had to use the loophole to get him. I had to get him back. He's always, you know what's funny is he sabotages himself without realizing he sabotages himself. That's Tim for you, dude. All right? That's why he's never going to be printed in full color. Never. You got his ass though? I'm glad I did. Which boards have you used in the next season again? It was I used it in the Unicorn, which turned out picture perfect, and fuck, what was the other board I used it in recently? I used it in 2 boards so far. I just can't. The Array. You're right, the Array. Both turned out amazing. Fuck. Is it this one? Is there labels on this? Oh, it's this one right here. Sometimes it's hard to tell which hole it goes into. I know you guys are gonna laugh. Alex, I'm trying to buy a Singa Kohaku off Mech Market. What do you think I should wait? I'm told, Sapling, that there's gonna be a group buy or something for those. Someone was saying it in chat too. Up to you. If you want to get it now, go for it. Because I don't know how long the next run will be, or like if there's gonna be a next run, or maybe that'll get canceled. But I don't know. I've been told that there's going to be more Kohakus. It's in Q2. I would personally kind of wait. If there is guaranteed going to be some, I would personally wait. Elaine confirmed on Discord. Okay, I would personally wait then, Sapling. Because I just don't think like the Mech Market upcharge is worth waiting an extra few months, you know? Where'd you get that shelf behind you? Dude, it is from IKEA and it's $79. I was blown away because like I was kind of thinking when I saw the way this looked, I was like, oh, this is gonna be expensive. But it was actually only 79 bucks. Low-key kind of surprised. I'm already saved up for the Kohaku R2 for months. It's a good board, man. I really like my Kohaku still. Do you plan on trying dual monitor or dual mount on the Tomo? You mean both mounts at the same time? Is that what you mean, Zoto? So this isn't my Tomo, but I took the slurp list. I'll sell mine for 1,000 if anyone really wants it, but y'all want it because I low-key want to keep it. No, keep it. Keep if you're saying you want to keep it slurpless. Hey Alex, how about the keyboard stands? Where are they from? Fuck. I think they're all from Fang Studios as well. The same place I got my the same place I got my plate fork from. Sometimes IKEA actually has good deals, but some stuff at IKEA is still kind of overpriced, I feel. Have you been asking a lot, Zoto? I'm so sorry. Top mount O-ring mount together? Interesting. Maybe try it. I don't know if Slurpless is up for it today. We can try it on his build. Bogle, I hate to ask this, but what does parasocial relationships mean? I'm not the smartest guy on earth. Parasocial. Let me look this up. This is a new word to me. My keyboard's not plugged in. Where's my cable thing here? It means we love you and want to be you. Wait, what? Parasocial relationships. Parasocial relationships are one-sided relationships where one person extends emotional energy, interest, and time, and the other party, the persona, is completely unaware of the other's existence. So your question was, do you notice yourself have parasocial relationships with creators? Do you mean like fellow content creators? Like, do I have those with fellow content creators? Is that what you mean, Bogle? Like feeling like a streamer is your friend? Or would you say someone that I'm watching that I don't normally communicate with? Because I'm going to be honest with you guys. I'd love to sit here and be like... Actually, I wouldn't love to say anything, but like I think... I would genuinely say that most of the keyboard content creators, like people I actually watch on a daily basis, I would like to say I'm very close friends with. Basically, stalker viewers who think they're friends with a streamer. Oh, are you saying if I have parasocial? Oh, if like people have that with me? Oh, I wouldn't be aware. I try to treat everyone with the same energy I treat my close friends. You know what I mean? Like, I've sat there and talked to, like... Wait, Cancers, why do you feel attacked? I've sat there and talked to... I mean, like, dude, me and Oak, for example. Me and Oak at the meetup had, like, I feel like a 45-minute long conversation. Just me and him. You know? But I don't know. I try to treat everyone with the same energy, man. If people have that with you have that with any streamers, YouTubers, I think is the question. I don't think anyone has that with me. I think there have been people who have just been like, they give off toxic energy, not so much that parasocial, like, want to be friend, but I don't think that's true. But I will say there's been like very toxic energy. But with other content creators, no, I don't think so. Maybe Tim Keelis, man. Tim Keelis is kind of full of himself, to be honest. Sometimes I talk to Tim and he just like, I don't exist. So probably Tim Keelis though. Yeah, I would say Tim. Tim gives that kind of energy off. Madge, the shade. Yeah, that dude's an ass. Queen, thank you so much for the tier 1. I appreciate you so much. Give us a toxic story. One time I was talking to Tim and listen, we'll talk about it today. One time I was in a call with Tim, right? He didn't tell me he was muting. I guess he thought he was better than me. And he had to go to something called a meeting. But he had to go into a meeting and I was just talking to myself for like 5 minutes. Could have at least told me he was going, you know what I mean? But that's Tim for you, man. That's fucking Tim, man. Mosey, thank you so much for the prime. I appreciate you. He handed you his empty glass and said, take care of this peasant. That's Tim, man. Mosey, thank you again, man, for 6 months. Lucci, thank you so much for your prime here, too. I appreciate you. Who the average viewer will never have any actual conversations with. What happened, Oak? I think Parasocial is a little different in streaming since it's so interactive. That's actually kind of true, too. Because I think you know, if there's one thing I'd like to say that I think I'm pretty good at, I think I try to try to respond to just about every single question in chat. You know what I mean? I try to like make sure everyone feels included. Because that's how I would want to be treated, no? Alex, I have a question. Go for it, man, go. You're killing me tonight. I'm glad I'm making you laugh, Gio. I bet Tim's not laughing, though. Tim's mad he's gonna get exposed. What's your best pickup line? Bro, you know what's funny? Me and my girlfriend were talking about this and she's like, give me your best pickup line. I don't even know. I don't think I have. Dude, I don't think the average guy. Okay, maybe I'm speaking out of my ass here. I don't think the average guy has like a set of pickup lines. I think that's kind of like, I hate to say it, like fuckboy behavior, almost. I don't know, man. I just think you talk to someone, though. I don't have any. I think game's not really about it. It's the famous Alex. Shinoda, how you doing, dude? Like, you just talk. I don't think you... Don't man-slush shame, Alex. I just shit my pants. Can I get in yours? Oh, gosh. Big sleaze energy. I don't know. Dude, even... The one time... Zoto wants a compliment? Hey, Zoto. I'm trying to think of a pickup line I can do to Zoto. I got none. I got the one cheesiest one you'll ever say to anyone. Zoto, did it hurt when you fell from heaven? That's all I got, man. That's all I fucking know. If you watch a big YouTuber for years and like watched every video, give it a like and sometimes comment, that's already a parasocial relationship. You invest time and the effort and the... Oh, is that what that technically would refer to? Interesting. then I feel like by no means of me doing it on purpose or anyone doing it on purpose, I feel like any TV program or content creation person will have that then. But to be fair though, there are some people who just don't want to talk and just want to enjoy and consume content. So your eyes match the color of my Prius. My pants is okay. That was so cheesy. My friend does the weirdest introduction lines and always manages to get the date, and I'll never understand how. I feel like sometimes it can be maybe funny, but I don't know. It's just not who I am personally, so. A B to me, guys. Let me just make sure I got all the things here before we start soldering in. Are you a kale cream switch? Because I want to lube your stem. Okay. I'm waiting for Tim to pop in and give me like the weirdest pickup line ever. Like, do you cut your toenails in the sink? Because I want to be the faucet gutter. That's what Tim would fucking say or something like that. Alright, let's turn this guy on. Why was that wild? Because I'm just picturing what Tim would say, dude. He'd come in and say that and expect me to read it, dude. I don't know. Alright, let's do this. Let's solder. Where is my solders? This is why Tim is married. Yeah, Tim brings the laughs, man. Gotta love good old Tim. He was able to get a girl with those cheesy pickup lines. I want Tim to be here to answer these questions. What is a good soldering iron? IMO. Good soldering irons can be pretty cheap, but a great soldering iron, there's some variables you have to look into. Like one variable that I think is kind of important, to be honest, is when you're soldering, you want consistent temperatures, and some cheaper irons, when you start putting when you feed solder into the tip, it can jump around in temperature, giving you sometimes a weird joint. So a great soldering iron should be consistent. Derek, thank you so much for the tier 1. I appreciate you, dude. What is a faucet gutter? You know the thing, I don't know, I just made up the word. It's the thing in the middle, the drainage. I just called it a faucet gutter. I try to be quirky, you know. My pharmacist tech gets hit on through the phone. Like people call in, never have seen the person and start flirting. That's wild, bro. People are thirsty AF and it's cringe. They must have had a sexy voice or something. I don't know, man. That's creepy. Just got my green sonnet, so excited to build it. Ooh, what are you gonna put inside? I feel like everyone's getting their sonnets this week. Crazy. My tip indeed does jump in temperatures from time to time because of you. Huh? I recently had a pickup line for a friend. I said staring contest, whoever loses has to eat the other person's. Bro, what? I immediately started blinking a lot. Luckily it worked. Damn. Oh, we're getting sussy in chat right now. I gotta use that one there with Tim. What is Sab's new? So I typically, me personally, like I think stabies are one of my favorites. But I have been really into cherry stabilizers recently. Like, very into cherry stabs. I think cherry stabs are legit. And they're not expensive. And they work wonders. So I am all here for cherry stabs. Got white sonnet and build with civilizations? Hell yeah. Did Geo convert you? Maybe. Favorite Gray Studios board? The Space 65 Round 3. I think that had to be one of my favorite Gray Studios boards. There was also, I did really appreciate that original Think 65 with that really cool, almost like a velvet finish. I've never ever seen another keyboard like that, and I thought it was such a unique way to finish a keyboard. I still don't exactly know what it is, but pretty cool. Thoughts on the Aero 75? I mean, I liked it. Do you lube your cherry stabs, or do you do any mods? I lube them, and I just clip the bottoms. That's it. You don't really need much with cherry stabs. It just requires a little bit more finessing with like how much lube you put, etc. Just take your time. That's the number one thing with keyboard stuff, is just taking your time. You rush things, they're never going to turn out good. I mean, the TX long pole thing felt fine. I didn't really have a bad experience, but it was only a singular use, and I only used it for a few days before I sent it to the client. But they seemed like they were totally okay. No big quarrels there. Are there something bad with them? Yeah, eventually I'll make a 2022 video. I'm hoping in the next month, but I have been so busy with streams, guys. And like I told you guys in my year update, my year goals, my number one priority for all content is always going to be streaming. I much prefer streaming over anything else. So thank you guys for letting me stream and hanging out with you guys. Building a keyboard commission site right now. Any tips? Have you done commissions before? Do you have work to show people and inspire confidence with people? Do you have a system of backup parts, of what to look out for? Because there's always going to be a lot of variables when you're taking on commissions. Would you still recommend buying the GMK Pro right now? One of my friends really wants to get one. It's really hard to recommend that board right now. There's so many other great boards that are 75s. I'm like, question, how much does your friend want to buy? How much is your friend willing to spend on the GMK Pro? Because isn't the fully built GMK Pro like $300+? I low-key feel if you can convince your friend to like invest a little bit more, just buy a Sonic. What Patardo just said. Is there any way to change the sound of a spacebar besides lubing and stabilizer stuff, like little mods? So you can technically put foam in a spacebar. You can do a few other things. I think one of my favorite ways to change the sound of a spacebar is try different material of spacebar. So PBT versus ABS. You could also try, if your keyboard's gasket mounted, not using the gaskets underneath the spacebar. You could try putting tape underneath the PCB just where the spacebar is. Just really target the spacebar area. But there's a lot of variables you can do to make it sound better. Or different. Zoom 75 coming out soon. There's a lot of new keyboards coming out, let me tell you. Good evening, mods in chat. Ordered the Freya 65. Ooh, Tire God. Let's go. When does it come? Also, nice to see you, Tire God. Thoughts on the Blueberry 65? Which one's that one? Just get the Sonnet or the Q1. Yeah, I feel like the Q1's still a better experience than the GMK Pro. IMO. I think there would have to be a good reason to buy the GMK Pro. Like maybe does the person like the way that it's designed, or fan of the company, I guess. 2023 going to be a good year for keyboards, I believe. Just a feeling, though. I'm hoping. And someone asked what this is. This is a solder fan, but I think Gio already answered that. It's to catch the fumes so I don't poison myself with this stuff. So many better options in stock. I agree, but not everyone might agree with me. You know? Do you think the Ripple TKL coming out tomorrow is worth it? I personally think it's a nice keyboard. I really enjoyed the few really simple like changes we made to it while I build it. And I think it has such a unique weight on the bottom and even the little accent piece on the top that I would personally say it's like not a bad keyboard if you were looking for a nice TKL. But if something didn't really speak to you on it, like maybe the side profile, because I know I didn't love the side profile, then I would say skip. But yeah, I honestly thought that it was a nice keyboard. I really enjoyed it. The Ripple VOD is on YouTube, yes. I think I really ended up enjoying the sound profile. I wish I got to use it more. I feel like the market has recently been oversaturated with TKLs. You know what's so funny? What did I drop? Oh, my mouse. I was thinking the same thing, dude. I had this conversation today. There is so many, and I don't mean any disrespect to anyone designing a TKL. There are so many TKLs that from the top down look exactly the same. Like, hear me out, guys. How many TKLs have I seen? Maybe this is a question I should ask myself. But there are so many TKLs these days that only have a little accent thing like right here. And that's it. And it's like the same bezel width, the same everything. Sure, the side profiles can be different, and sure, the bottom. If the side profiles really stands out, I'm usually like, okay, this is nice. But if it's like a basic side profile with like maybe even a fancy bottom, like I'm telling you, dude, I was even saying this today, personally getting a little bit bored. And if you even go look at my Aileen VOD, I also said the same thing, that I feel like TKLs are on the spot right now where no one's taking any new changes. That's why I like the Heracles, because I liked this inner bezel thing, whatever you want to call it. It just looks nice. You know, I'm not calling for a different layout per se, but I just think that you can have a little bit more design risks with the TKL because at this point here, man, they all kind of look the same. They're so similar to one another. Shelby is still really nice. I loved the Shelby. I did that as a giveaway for the holidays. But yeah, I like the Shelby. I just like the way the side profile looked on that. The top down, again, kind of boring, but it sounded really nice too. I love the typing feel of it. It was a nice keyboard. Perhaps a lack of creativity in the layouts category. I think there's just a theme of TKLs tend to be really classy looking boards. And there's nothing wrong with that. But I think if you were to design a TKL with a little bit more flair to it, tasteful of course, I think it would do really well. The Space Idiot Stormtrooper White. Ooh, that's a nice looking board too. That really is. So true. Make something like the ROTKL worth more of a consideration. Yeah, even like I said, even the Heracles like has a distinct look to it from the top, which is kind of nice too, right? Which I appreciate. You know, even as far as me saying like the Mode 80 has that thicker forehead, but at least you know it's the Mode 80. There are some TKLs that from the top down, even though they're like nice TKLs, I probably couldn't tell them apart. And again, that's not a bash on anyone designing anything. Everyone has their design tastes and preferences, but you know, from a consumer market, I guess, yes, there's a lot of striking similarities that it'd be hard to venture out and buy another very similar TKL that you're going to be staring at. What are my thoughts on the Freebird TKL, aside from the vendor or the crappy GB? I don't think it was a crappy GB. I think there was a lot of delays, unfortunately. But I think, and this is something I've talked about, at the time when the Freebird came out, it was a cool keyboard with two different mounting styles at a fair price. It still is all those things. It's just now we're in a world of more options. And I feel like if it had delivered a little sooner, it would have maybe been regarded as something a little bit different. If that makes any sense at all. Uncool Dre, the maker of Atom Keyboard Low Key. Which one's the Atom again? Is that the Lego one? Am I thinking of the right one? Also, sorry, sirens in the background. But there's always something happening downtown, huh? Skipping the gym today for this? Up to you, Slurpless. Slurpless, do we want O-ring on this or top mount? I don't ever want to tell someone to skip their gym days. I think I might be building it soon. Yeah, thanks, Gio. I actually did a whole, like, I was very passionate about the Link 65 sapling because IMO, the Link 65, it didn't strike a nerve with me, but I also feel like it had features for this. It was like over-engineered. Let's just say that. The Link 65 just had things that just didn't make sense in it, so I got kind of passionate about reviewing it. So I did a written article. I did more, like, way more coverage than I probably should have. But I just really wanted to, like, let my feelings be known on how I didn't love the PCB design on it. I tend to do written designs or written articles for designs and, like, keyboards that I feel like I really am passionate about. Do O-rings? Sure, I'll do O-ring. I got you. I kind of wanted to do O-ring anyways. Just built it recently and had an awkward email interaction with them. Wait, really, Uncool Dre? Why? What happened? Do you mind saying it in public, or do you want to DM me? I enjoy the write-ups you do with such... Oh, dude, I honestly love doing the write-ups too. They do take a little bit more time, but... Also on my to-do list for this year is, as of February, I want to do more consistent write-ups of things. I feel like they're a really fun archive compared to videos.
Hey Alex.
Hey Pander.
Love the recent stuff. Looking
Thanks,
super
dude.
sharp as always, big man.
Thank you, I
Stay
appreciate
up,
that, Pander. Dude, I'll try my best, man. Hopefully you're doing well as well. I'll DM you later. I don't think I can say it in public, but it was a good build. Okay, sounds good. Yeah, definitely DM me. I'm definitely interested in what you have to say here. I always get to get, like, character information on people. Or experiences, rather. Write-ups? I didn't know you were working as a hull guard in high school. Is that a thing? In my high school, we didn't really have, like, write-ups or anything like that. So, was that a thing in your guys' high school? If you were caught, like, out of class, you'd just be, like, sent to the principal's office or something. O-ring build TKL at similar price to the Freebird? Ooh, is there even any available like that? Alright, quick little tip for the TX stabs. One thing that I will say, make sure your switch is flush to the PCB, so solder in one leg, even if it's in a plate. Reflow the solder, keep pushing down and don't let go until it dries. Can I DM you to build my razor, please? I got it from Bessie Buy. Why'd you have to say Bessie Buy, bro? Sure you can, Chaser. Maker Scarlet? Oh yeah, the Maker Scarlet. You're right. Good call. Almost forgot about that one. Yeah, maybe that's one of the only ones available at a similar price point. Yeah, that's a great call. I think I want to use mil-max sockets on my board. Any tips from anyone? If you can spring for them, buy the 3305 sockets. And if you don't want to spring for them, make your life easier and buy 0305. Whatever you do, in my opinion, just don't bother with the 7305s. The shorter sockets, sure, they're a little bit more flush. But my God, are they a pain in the ass to solder. Do yourself the favor and just get the longer sockets. Or spring for the 3305s. Gotta go to sleep? Take care, Frankie. Enjoy the rest of your night, dude. What happened to the Alexa again? I remember hearing about that. Alright, right, we're done soldering this guy. Really, they didn't fit on the Mark II? That's kind of interesting. It's not really that shallow, is it? On the MK2 or NK2 or the macro pad, whatever it's called, this numpad. Really, I didn't know it was that shallow on the KBD pad there. Interesting. I have one. It's unbuilt still. I need to build it. I meant to do it as like a short form video, but I just never did. All right, did we solder everything into place? Looks like we did. Perfect. Give it a wipe later. All right, and now we won't do case foam yet. We'll do that as a last step. But for now, we're gonna do the O-ring. I was into film cameras a long time ago, but dude, it's kind of a bit of a hassle these days. I'm also surprised, did they offer O-ring options for this, or was it just 50A? I don't know why everyone's so into, I mean, obviously I know it's preference, but I'm surprised more people aren't into firmer O-rings. I don't know why 50A seems to be like one of the most popular like default options. I kind of don't get it. Did you see the new oh yeah, Slipless, I saw that. That was interesting. Are you actually gonna send it to them? What's your favorite 75 apart from the Sonnet? What do I use that's 75? Honestly, probably the 7V. That's it. I've tried 90 durometer, and that's the highest I've tried. And I thought that was the best. I guess because 50 is considered a middle ground, perhaps. I think 80 and 90 are my two favorites. The firmer O-rings tend to be a little bit more oomph. The Aero 75 is nice, but I do think the 7V probably my second favorite, 75. I actually didn't love the KBD fans, 75. Oh no, JJW, you did? Like on your phone? I don't know why it does that, man. Twitch is weird to put out things. Did I just not ping Discord? Did I forget to ping Discord? I pinged Discord. We good. We good. Oh gosh. This is, guys, I thought this month was gonna be, or the next 30 days was gonna be slow with keyboard builds. Let me tell you guys, I think I'm gonna be streaming like 4 or 5 times a week. Maybe with the exception of next week, because I think next week I want some time to myself, but I think we're gonna be doing like 5 streams a week. I just realized like I overbooked again. No, man, I have to get it patented and everything. Don't feel like it, but no, I didn't come with options for the O-rings. Okay. Let's put this all together. Oh, Discord pings? Oh. Dude, I thought the Mammoth was awesome. Actually, in this case here, yeah, we'll do this later. We're not doing top mounts. I don't know why I put it on the top. Let's do this guy now. Screw you in. Is it the long screws for this? Because I haven't seen any other screws. I'm assuming it is. I think I literally said the same thing last time. Def been seeing a mix of preferences with O-rings hardness as of late. Totally understandable. Some prefer having the bounce, some prefer having the sound. I think I am definitely more biased to having the sound. Hi, it's my first time here. I know nothing about keyboards, but I am crocheting alongside your stream. That sounds fun. A lot of people have been, I've been seeing a lot of people in Makers and Crafting crocheting, and it seems like a fun thing to pick up and learn. I don't think I could ever do that though, because my hands shake way too much, and I barely get by doing keyboards. Just barely. I appreciate the help, you guys. Mostly just order the Maker Scarlet. Sounds good. I mean, I've built one of the Maker boards, and they seem pretty friendly. I can't 100% vouch, but they seem pretty good. But I'm glad you're enjoying it, Sundried. Finally getting around to soldering everything in my Bedge 65 while I work and watch the stream. Nice productive day. Hell yeah, we love productive days. The only non-keyboard thing I may do is like Gundams or something. My cousin crocheted herself an entire sweater and book bag. That sounds actually really cool though. I mean, that's a fun way to like pass some time, and I feel like you'd be really proud of yourself too, you know? That's cute. How do we want to do this? Let's do it this way. So what's the Keycap menu for today? Well, I actually forgot that Slurpless sent us a set. So I was going to pick something else just because like, I was like, I don't know what to pick today, but we're going to use Serica. This is the only concerning part about this O-ring build because there's no switch here. So this just kind of flops around over here on this side. I might do a Gundam build stream. Maybe in the future. Gunpla Pog. Everyone's been kind of asking me to do one. So perhaps. Let's actually put these back in the bag. Also our stab. Also this. I think one of the biggest things that people hype the Tomo up for good reason, is I think a lot of people appreciate having dual mounting systems, and it's a classy looking keyboard as well. I, for one, am very happy when people do dual mounting systems on keyboards. Please go straight to MG instead of HG. I'm like that though, eh? Like I will get the highest quality thing just because I don't want to work myself up to get the highest quality and learn. I'll just get the highest quality and fuck around with it. I've always been like buy once, cry once type thing. Is it a good idea to buy the V1 of the NK87 Alu? Okay, funny thing about that. Okay, listen, I'm not a PCB designer, but I have built a lot of keyboards. But usually you only I have found you only really need to use washers on places where the stab comes in contact with another contact pad from a switch. Usually that's found on solderable PCBs. So for hot swap PCBs, like it is in the NK87, it doesn't matter as much. It's good practice to put them there, but it doesn't really matter that there's missing washers. Correct me if I'm wrong, chat, but it shouldn't matter on hot swap boards as long as it's not contacting anything that would short. I don't know if there were shorts on the NK PCBs, but I have built plenty of keyboards for hot swap personal boards without washers, and I've been completely fine. Ultimately, though, on Cool-Dre, again, I'm not too sure if there was shorts, or I'm not too sure like the gravity of the situation with that, but you can always buy washers from Amazon that cost next to nothing. They cost pennies, and it's a very easy task to put washers on yourself. All you're doing is unscrewing some screws. I have the V1 NK87, still no issues with my PCB. Yeah. What happened to the foam thing? Oh, the sponge? I took it off. I never use it, and it was just collecting dust and looked gross. I bought the 14 Pro thinking it was going to be a huge difference from the 13 Pro, and I've been so sad, yet so happy with my purchase. I need to stop upgrading for stuff for no reason. Yes. It is the endless cycle of bullshit tech, is what I like to call it. We hype ourselves up thinking we need stuff, but we've also, you have to be realistic. We've also reached a place where having a bit more speed or a slightly better camera in phones these days isn't really a huge deal. It's not really a huge deal. Okay, let us get some caps. If I feel like this is a bit thinner sounding, which I am a little worried because it is a PC plate, I will put the bottom phone, but it should be okay. Bye, Queen. Take care. Don't you have, I don't even have high-end phones anymore. Oh, everyone's gonna be a little different, right? just dual mount it. Trust me, it is totally up to Slurpless. We can try to dual mount it after this too. If we don't like this for whatever reason, we can also dual mount it. Thank you, Master Chief, though. I appreciate 2 months. Well, I thought this would be better, guys. I actually thought this was... I was confident that this was not going to be like this. Like, I actually thought in my brain, I'm like, there's no way. Dude, I fucking hate this packaging, man. This packaging sucks. Dude, you know why I didn't want to bet? Because last time Lola, I was like, no, these never happen with these. It never happens. Lo and behold, it happened. It wasn't even open? I have no idea. I like it. Do you like this? Look at this. Like, how does this even happen? Where did it have the space to do this? It doesn't even close properly now. God, man, I just wish they'd not... I would rather have fucking plastic bags. You know what I don't get? I get this is like environmentally friendly. I get it. There obviously has to be energy into going in to make this. I don't know how sustainable that is. I would still love if they just offered a proper container or something. Because I end up tossing this and the other shit away anyways. So those trays go hard. Looks like it as organized as my color chrome. Geo, I would have rather opened it up like that, man. It is a slight bit better than the previous generation of these biodegradable bullshit trays, but it's not that much better. You know, Lala, I'm not gonna lie, like, I do, in a way, kind of prefer the JTK ones. But because there are so many variables when it comes to... I want to actually tune up the stabs. Because there are so many variables when it comes to these sizes of trays from different brands and there's no standardized size, I know this is a lot to ask for, but like it becomes a little difficult to also store all these things. You know, in a way, while I do love and commend KBD fans for having some actual good packaging, it is different sizes from everything too, right? I would love some sort of standardized box. And I know that's a lot to ask for. But my God, would that be fucking amazing. Wouldn't that be something? It's good. I don't mind JTKs. I don't like that decision that they made though. I don't know if you guys remember me opening up JTK Illusion, but those weird little fucking, what are they called? They had these plastic bits that was just such a waste inside those. Those were a giant waste. I felt like those were low-key kind of pathetic. The nipples, yeah, those things. Much better. Okay, much better. Damned if you do, damned if you don't. Yeah, kinda. I found myself in a similar situation where I need 7 sets of stabs and it hurts to spend over $100 in stabs alone. Yeah, stabs do cost a lot. Honestly, Steve, that's why I highly recommend if you need stabs, just get cherry stabs and call it a day. You can buy like based on your needs, like 2Us, 7Us, etc. And it's just an easier process, like overall. It's a much easier overall process. There's a bit of a weird spring ping with these, but we'll see. This is also the putting on phase of the keycaps, so we'll see what it sounds like afterwards. Cherry clip-ins came with my Tiger Light and honestly pretty good. Cherry clip-ins are amazing, dude. I don't know if people don't already know this, but cherry clip-ins are absolutely fantastic. Do we like the way this sounds, or does it feel like it's like the weird sharpness of the TX stab? No, that sounds good, right? No, I think we avoid it. I think we avoided some of the weird oddity with the TX stab. Thank God. Yeah, I think we did. Thank goodness. Saw Wildcat doing holy mod and stab housing now. Really? Hasn't he always done that though? Like, hasn't he always been like a fan of that kind of stuff? Serica is so pretty. It is a nice looking set. I'm a big fan of this. Big fan. Sounds a lot better than the sonnet I made with the TX stabs. I felt like that dumb left shift didn't even come back after pressing it down. Oh, really? Yeah, this sounds actually pretty good. I'm happy with the TX stab on this. I was a little worried because sometimes they do have that weird loud crashing noise that takes a lot of fiddling with to get rid of. But I haven't tested the spacebar yet, so we'll see. On the outer housing? Wait, what? Really? I was staring at Serica for a while because of Alex's YouTube videos. Hey, yo, I'm glad I made you like it. Actually, I wouldn't mind experimenting with that top mount thing. I'm gonna try reseating the O-ring. It doesn't feel like it's sitting 100% right. I'm gonna do what Zoto said. I feel like there's some shifting happening with it, and I don't love it 1,000,000%. But I've never actually tried the Tomo with the O-ring. I've only tried it in top mount config, and I thought it was really awesome. Posture check? You got it, Zach. You have got it. It shifts a bit in the O-ring. Yeah, it feels like it did a little bit. I also wonder if it's because the O-ring kind of cuts off a little bit over here. So maybe it doesn't get the best seal, but also it could be the lighter O-rings tend to do that. That's why I like the heavier O-rings. Those firmer O-rings are much better. I actually got Serica because of Alex's corn. It looks good on this too. What material is your desk made of? It looks very high quality. It's made of cardboard and laminate. It's from IKEA. It's like 99 bucks, dude. It looks high quality, but it's actually not. It's a big trick. I tricked you. Can't you use a switch in the bottom corner? Sorry? Bottom corner. Can't you use a switch bottom in the corner? You mean over here? No, you can't. It's strictly just a little, whatever this is, graphic. I should vinyl wrap my desk. Let's go here. Yes, this. That'd be interesting. I would like to see the results of that. Can't say I'm confident to do it myself. The illusion has been broken. Whoops. Whoopsie daisy. At least this side of the tray wasn't that bad. A switch bottom housing. Oh, I don't think I remember there being an area for that. Is there no F13 with Serica? It's so annoying. I thought there there was. Oh well. For some reason, I thought there was. I'm happy. I was worried about the spacebar on this. Ooh, it sounds nice. Slaps. Very much. Ooh, Serica does look good. I'm looking at it on this screen now. Schlappen. What do I put up place of this? I don't even know what should I put there. Why does this kit feel so weird to me? Clean and bright build? Yeah, it does look nice. What do you want there? Slurpless? Not really a lot of options. Do you want numb? Not really actually a whole lot. Move delete up? You could move delete up. Yellow escape? Yeah, that looked tacky as fuck. God, there's no options though, Geo. I love scooped. Scooped is the best. I feel attacked. I didn't mean that as an attack. Is this really what base kit Serica comes with? I ordered all the kits for Serica, so... Also, what is this on the control key? Oh, look at that. Little defect on the control. I don't know if you guys can see. The C is like not all there. On the, oh well, this is meant for the caps lock for HHKBs. Is it in a child kit? I don't know. I don't even know what to put here. I guess. Usually I put print screen or something, but I guess that's in a child kit, so we're just going to put numb. Fuck it. Actually, yes. Yeah, we'll just do it like that. That's all. All right, let's put the rest of this thing on. Page up, page down. And a function key. Good thing these sets are like only $200. You know, for the most part, I will be the person to say this. I have only ever had good luck, and I have seen countless client GMK sets. I would say compared to the PBT sets and compared to any other brand, they are definitely the more consistent of the keycaps. Hydrate's still not available? I'll take a look at that afterwards. Print is right there. Consistent in what sense? Quality wise, I mean, like, we'll use some other keycaps for example. I have had terrible luck with cat cam, anything from Keyrative. Usually it's warped or bad stems. I have had awful discrepancies in colors from Milky Way, but I love the Milky Way like thickness and just quality of that sense. So there's always some like fucking weird trade-off. Most PBT sets are usually fine. I just don't like the PBT sound, and I will admit I have gotten a majority more PBT sets with bent spacebars and warped spacebars or warped longer than 2U keys more than I have ever with GMK. I also think the legend quality on GMK is like absolutely fantastic versus anything else I've ever gotten. And it's consistent too. So I don't know. I just really like GMK. It's not like me trying to simp for them. I would say it's just really nice. Ooh, the spacebar hits really nice with this. Ooh. Color accuracy is usually pretty nice too. Ultra glides are a little bit thinner sounding for the alphas. Little bit thinner. Not really much you can do there. I do want to open it up though, because I feel like, if you don't know if you guys can see this, it feels like it's shifted a little bit towards the left, hence the bigger gap here than it looks like here. So I'm going to open this up and just readjust this. The spacebar sounds fantastic though. I also would like to see how the double mounting system works. That sounds so good. Yeah, the spacebar hits really nice on this. I was waiting for him to tell me it was thin. They're a little thinner. But you know what? If you're up for letting me try some stuff, Slurpless, Slurpless, your first choice wasn't Ultra Glides, was it? Didn't you want to try to do something else? And then something happened and they got taken away or something? Better than top mount? We're gonna find out right now. I'm gonna do the double mount thing that Zoda was telling us about. We'll see how that ends up turning out. Plus, I actually wouldn't mind trying the bottom foam on this. I'm just curious. Doesn't hurt to try. So we're gonna try a few different things here. Does not hurt to try anything in this hobby. In pursuit of a good keyboard. Does the 2020 mode or mode 80 pieces fit into the 22? You know, that is a fantastic question that I don't know the answer to. It should. So, did I say bottom text? Oops. I guess it should, right? But I don't want to say yes. If Gio's saying I don't think so, maybe they don't. They don't. But I don't truly remember. Let's try this double mounting style that Zoda was telling us about. Oh, okay, that's what happened. It was diamond polished on Mac. Oh, yes, that's right, that's right. Damn, that's so unfortunate. And diamond polished ones are so pricey. One tip, after screwing, tuck the O-ring. You'll know what I mean after you screw it in. Okay, okay. I think I see what that is. I think I see what you're saying, Mr. Zodo. I still understand diamond polish. Seems like so much work. I've tried samples of diamond polished ones, and there's definitely a smoothness. Wait, Tree Finger, congratulations. Happy quinceañera. Happy quinceañera. Way more than looped and filmed? Yeah. Have a great stream. What's up, Kimchi Queen? How you doing? Thank you, thank you. I hope you're having a good night. You know, maybe I do kind of like the top mount more in this build. I didn't think you would pronounce it right. Oh, you thought I would mispronounce it? I actually, one of the very first events that I used to do some event photography, like fucking, I can count on one hand. And the very first event photography that I did was a quinceañera. Oh no, the bot voice? Oh, I thought we were talking about me. Because I usually don't pronounce things right. You know? Oh, does that look... Yeah, dude, I'm not gonna lie. Okay, I can already tell one of the big changes is the switches don't feel like they're rattling on something now. Like they actually feel more solid. I think it's the 50A O-ring, 110%. It has to be the 50A O-ring. They feel way more like sturdy now. This is why I don't, again, personal preference. I think 58 is kind of the weak point. I think 70 should be the mid-range. Because like even 30 is just kind of really weak. Not a lot of friction going on there. It just kind of sits there. Am I gonna feature my girlfriend on stream? One day, I guess. Whenever she's comfortable doing it. Don't forget, not everyone's comfortable being on camera. Especially different audience sizes, etc. Not everyone's always that comfy. I like 68 a lot. Yeah, I think 68 would be my lower end of what I'd be comfortable with personally. But 50 feels like it's just out of reach of something that could be good. She used to, gaming, yes. Did you read my previous comment? I tried to get my girlfriend hooked on keyboards. She's been sitting on the couch watching you with me, just turned around and she's dead asleep. I have that effect on people. I put people to sleep sometimes. Maybe it's too cozy in here, dude. I like this way better. This is way nicer. All right. You might not be able to pick it up on stream, but yeah, the switches feel a bit more full too. I like this. I really do. Beware, the vibes you've generated are too cozy for casual viewers. Permission granted for. All right, let's see what this sounds like first of all. I don't have anything plugged in. Should I plug it in? Do I feel like dragging the cord over the Heracles? Do I feel like lifting the Heracles? It's okay, I won't plug it in. This spacebar is really nice. Okay, you guys want to see it against the Sonnet? Let me go get it. One second. It's right here. Okay, the Sonnet, admittedly, I put a piece of foam in it because I like the way it sounds. It's two different, totally different sound signatures. I like this spacebar better, if that means anything to you guys. It's mid-plate foam and then a small, like tiny piece of foam on the back. They're two different keyboards. It's deeper, definitely a lot deeper here. This is a bit softer though, in terms of typing experience. Is my mic picking up things well? Let me move the mic down. Here, we'll do like this. Mando Boy, thank you so much for the raid. I like this spacebar way better. If I could like swap the alphas to this and the spacebar to that. But I mean, I think there's also, like, let me do a different comparison. Let me compare something else. We'll do double Serica compare. Okay. I think these are more in line of what sounds similar. This has a bit more bass to it for sure. See? But these are also Milky Top Nixies versus Hyperglides. But I think this is a much more fair comparison. It is using Nixies, yeah. I think this is way more in line with like... I'm going to tune up the backspace there a little bit more. Way more in line, IMO. Also using a heavier O-ring. So, again, way more in line with what I think the sounds are for these. Any foam on the Tomo? I put bottom foam in, and I think that actually helps a little bit with the bass, recovering some of that like low end. But no, I genuinely think, like, not to say one's better than the other, I genuinely think both are great keyboards. How heavy is the O-ring on the Korn? I put a 70 in. Yeah, like if you were to give me this keyboard, I would be completely satisfied. Which O-ring mount felt better in comparison? Definitely the Korn feels like a better O-ring mount, I will say that. Okay, my theory is this O-ring doesn't sit as nice because it cuts along inconsistently right over here. So you have like a large gap where it's just not sealed as nicely with the O-ring. And I feel like that's causing it a little bit of discrepancy, but even screwed in, I might have to go in and see if I can shift this a little bit more to the right. It still feels like this side here has a little bit more of a gap than this side. But genuinely, I do think both sound really good. This sounds good, but the other two are God tier. Which O-ring? Oh, I read them in there. They should have an O-ring blocker that sits on the slot. I agree with that, actually. I don't know if you can put a switch bottom in there. I think, if I remember, there wasn't a slot for screwing in or soldering in a stab. Slurpless, do we like the build though? Do we want any changes made? Gotta appreciate the mode availability and options. Agreed. Agreed. There are a lot of good boards that we built. I think the Tomo is still a solid choice for anyone who wants to pick up a Tomo. Beautiful, beautiful board still. What's a better build with or without an O-ring? Better build? What do you mean by better build? Can the sequence be a budget Korn? No, because the weight profiling is a little bit different on that. I would also say the same thing. Love it. If you can improve in any way, then go for it. I'm gonna tune up the stabs and like work with these TX stabs to make them sound a little bit better, because like this one here is doing that thing I don't like, which is feels like it's crashing in the top right corner. Other than that, I don't think there's anything like too crazy I can do to improve this. I generally think this is not bad. Stats and eye level for which one? One of those little rubber blockers that come with the QK60. I could try that. I could try to like mod the O-ring a little bit. Top mount. I like the top mount more, I think, in this. I am actually gonna see if I have any higher durometer O-rings. I have a whole bag of O-rings, but I think those are all meant for 60s. But if I can find a better O-ring for this too, Slurpless, I am 1000% gonna swap that out for you. But I need to go through all my collection and stash for that. I have to admit though, like, One of the nicer space bars I've tried. Yeah, like this space bar is like lackluster in comparison to this. Yeah. It does sound really good overall. Got to admit. Oops. Which one would look nicer? I like the Monokei badge. Love the color scheme of this though. Serica, beautiful set. Absolutely stunning. Is there a specific name for the function key that is on the side of the keyboard? The function key, I mean, it's used to access different layers, but it's just function. So the FN key stands for function. And you can basically assign it so when you hold it or when you click it once, it can activate a different layer, or you hold it and you're into a different layer as you do that. I think the Tomo's a little expensive. I can't remember exactly how much the Tomo is. We'll do this for Slurpless. It's so cute. Is it 500-ish? Yeah. You can keep it for a week because I'm heading out to Chicago tomorrow. Sounds good. I'll play around with it and kind of break it in a little bit too, Slurpless. It is Totoro. Slurpless sent it over along with the board. It's so cute. Tomo needs to be $100 less. I feel like if it was at a $400 price point, it would do much better. 1000%. Okay, guys, let's see who we can go raid. This is actually a really nice build. I'm gonna be actually, you know what? Yeah, let me play it now. I'm gonna use it right now. I actually genuinely really like it. Thanks for the stream. Anytime, guys. Anytime at all. Perfect. We are good and working. Let's see. Who can we go raid? Thanks for distracting me. Anytime, Liam. Thanks for being here, guys. I really do appreciate everyone always coming to stream and hanging out. Let's raid Chiffy. Chiffy Lube. Please just remove my spine things. Oh, dude, hopefully your back feels better, man. That sucks. That is poopy. Ferb, what's going on, dude? Oh, wait, is this the right key for this? Nope. Control C, Control V. Nope. Copy. I don't know what's set to what here. You know what? I'm just gonna plug into this one here because I don't know what's set to what for the Mac. We'll just do like this. All right, guys, take care. Have a good one. Enjoy the rest of your lighting is so gorgeous. God damn, bro, appreciate you. You guys have a good one. Enjoy Chiffy Lube's stream. Take care, everybody. Love you guys. Your hoodie game is amazing, Alex. Thank you for the stream. Thank you. I appreciate you. Thanks for being here. I'm flying tomorrow, so I can't catch the stream, but good luck tomorrow. Thank you so much, Slurpless. Enjoy your flight. Stay safe. Bye, everyone. Good night, everybody. I hope everyone has a good rest of their evening and just stay safe and just have some fun. I'll see you guys tomorrow because I'm streaming tomorrow and the day after and Sunday. We have another jam-packed few days ahead of us, but a lot of fun builds. A lot of fun builds. We're also building something called the Fossil on Sunday, and I think you guys are going to like it. There's a dinosaur on the back. But see you later, guys. Bye.